Okay, so far we managed to create the walls, the door, details for the door, the molding, chairs, lamps, and this is how you would create your elements. If you need tables, if you need a painting, you will create the frame with a could be a box or could be a square and a rail. What we want to do next is try to assign materials and textures to these parts. So that's why we've been putting things on layers, because the lights will give us a perspective on the textures when we render. So we decided to keep this extruded and create this molding just to show you how it was. But for now, we can go ahead and start going to the ground plane, and let's find our ground plane. I don't know where it went. So ground plane is right here. Okay, good. And then we're gonna say ground plane use material, and the material, it could be something like wood. Let's see, architectural, floor, wood. So I wouldn't know which one to pick here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to use a new material, but instead I can also go to the library options. So from the library, I can go to the same route, go to render contents, architectural, go to floor, go to wood, and now I can see the colors. So um, let's see what option looks good. That one looks okay. So assign to the plane, that's good. Then to the wall, we can go to render content, environment, architectural, we can go to wall, we can go to tile, and blue thin brick. Okay. Okay. Then the same thing for our door, but at this point I can start putting a light into this picture. So let's go ahead and try to do that. Let's go to lights, and from lights we can say new light, and before we go to the view, so we can know where to place it. And let's go to new light. We can put a directional light, and we can put it here. Okay, so notice right here in perspective, then when you move it, you can change the still, let me see if I can rotate it. There you go. So when you move it, you can give more um, life to your objects. So you can add a light there. You can add more lights also. You don't want to saturate it. It also depends on your hardware, your graphics card. I don't have a terribly good one, but having a good graphics card helps a lot. So we are going to place it there, and then see, now it's getting a little saturated, but you can play with it and kind of learn tricks there, here and there. So when you rotate it this way, you can see other details based on your lighting. So we have lights, ground plane, and textures. Let's go ahead and try adding textures on our door. And for that, we're gonna go back to our layers, and let's go to our door layer. So one thing that I can do is go to my materials and choose from library. We can do architectural, we can do floor, wall, let's do exterior. What does that show us? Not too sure if I want to go there. What is on the wall? No, let's see what other environments. Let's find something perhaps under colors. Render content, wood, ceramics, glass, plastics. All right, let's see here. What does that do? Red. That's okay. I like that. Yeah, what about the doorknob? Can the doorknob be metal? Perhaps bronze? Let's go ahead and find some metal for our doorknob. More for the plate, not for the doorknob much as for the plate. So metal, varnish. Let's see, bronze. Where's our bronze? Well, I don't know if we want to put gold there, but we have the option. Copper. I'm trying to find brass. Okay, brass is a good option. Brass for that. And when you go, what is this? No, I don't want to open that material. Okay, good. So when you go there, notice that under your properties, you can change the brightness of the material, right? So let's go ahead and do the same for this part. And then we have that part completed. Let's go ahead and do something here. So for the layers, let's rename this one F2 and say lamp. And we're going to bring this part, and this part to our lamp layer. Because another way to do it is pretty easy. You go to the layer material, and now everything on that layer will have that material. So let's go to metal. Let's go to more types. Yes, actually, let's go to the library again. So import from library and metal, chrome, copper, aluminum. I guess out of these options, I prefer to have copper. So when you say open, you say okay, then the whole layer will carry that material property. So there you have it. Now the chairs, this one perhaps we can go to plastic. So we can go to material, go back to render content, plastic. And under plastic, a black plastic for this. Okay, that's okay. Then let's do this out of aluminum. We need this part, and this part we want it from aluminum. So back to metal. That one I saw here, aluminum. You just drag in place. You just drag in place. Good. And then for this, we wanted also plastic. So plastic and green plastic for this. And there you have it. So now you have your lights, you have your ground plane, you have your textures and materials, and you have your objects with materials assigned to them respectively. So recap, you can add materials by each part in material properties, or you can design the materials on a group, place them under a layer and add material to a layer. That is a very straightforward way to doing it. You can create your lights, your ground plane, curved surfaces to back up your design in case you need to replicate, modify, or um, or recreate parts. So you can save this. And this is a very easy way to show how, working on the curves, you can generate surfaces and solids, how to operate with surfaces, like we did in this lamp here. You create a blend surf from this surf to this surface,